So, Coach, you had a couple players go down with injury. Obviously, Graves and Braswell came back, but Rosado didn't. Is he going to be okay moving forward?
Yeah, look, he did something to his knee, so we'll obviously get that looked at here this week and go from there. But yeah, obviously losing him, he's obviously playing pretty well and really making things move for us like he has during the year. So those things are unfortunate, but that's what happens in sport.
Back-to-back tough losses, have a week off for the next game. What's the approach to make sure that that doesn't fester in the players' minds too much?
Yeah, I mean, there's some things we need to address and get a lot better at for sure. I mean, I was really encouraged by probably the first 17 minutes, 16 minutes of the game. I thought we did some really good things. We defended them well. We were physical around in the paint. Probably the only thing that let us down a little bit was the glass in that first half. I think they had 9 offensive rebounds in the first half. And they are a very good offensive rebounding team. They're very physical, aggressive. They attack you. They get after it. And they've done that to every opposition, and they did the same thing to us. I mean, 16-6 on the offensive glass. 19 second chance points. That's pretty hard to win games when you're giving up that physical battle, and something we got to get better at with that. So, look, there'll be some things that we know we have to address and get better at. But I do want them to have, a bit of a mental break from it too. Typically for most teams, you play during this time of the year with your various MTEs and so on and so forth. Well, we're obviously playing in the Diamond Head at Christmas time, so they'll get to go home a little bit, spend some time with their families, and just regroup. And obviously, the plan is to then come back next practice session and continue to just find ways to get better.
You touched on it a little bit. First half was a lot more efficient this game. I think last game you had 9 total made shots in the first half. You had that in the first 11 minutes today. Was there a different approach going into this game?
Obviously we're a ball movement, player movement program, and we need to move the ball and create for each other. And I might try to make that very clear before the game, like find ways to help your teammates succeed. And there are various things, right? You cut hard, you deliver passes on time, you set great screens, you sprint the floor hard in transition, you penetrate the lane, you play off 2 feet, find open teammates, just try and create advantages. And we did a really good job of that. We had 12 assists, 5 turnovers in the first half, and we end up with, 16 assists, 12 turnovers for the game. That shows you the tale of two halves, right? Not being able to move the ball versus moving the ball. We got our backs against the wall a little bit when they made their run, and then we became very individual, and that doesn't breed success that way. We got to do it as a team. So, and again, another lesson that we've got to learn from.
What's your message to the team after this, and what do you hope they take away from this heading into next week?
Yeah, obviously we're disappointed, but I'm never one to take away what your opposition does. They played well enough in the last 2 games to beat us and did some things that we couldn't deal with. And obviously we've got to find ways to improve in those areas. What they learn is how hard it is to win. It's really, really difficult. And there can't be any excuses with guys out, hurt, so on and so forth, which, we've had to deal with that all summer. And we have to find a way to be competitive under pressure, and that's just who you play to start with. And then obviously if guys are down or out, other guys have to step up and put in the work to perform and hold it down. So that's where we're at right now. So we'll see how we respond to that.
Thank you all. That concludes today's press conference.
Thank you.